up, guys? It's your boy, Gen Z Explorer, back with a review of the ports from the Greek cruise. This is part 2. Check out the first video. It was just me standing in front of a camera, but this time I have a lot more pictures that I can show you guys. So you won't just see me standing in front of the camera. So, and this video, I think it'll be a lot shorter. Anyways, yeah, so what was first? So I flew into Greece, right, I flew into Athens, Greece, right? Stayed there for the night, stayed in a hotel. That night when I got to the hotel in the morning. They let me check in, give me a room and everything. I went out that night and I did like a little nightclub tour on Expedia. It was pretty cool. It was really lit. We went to like 4 different clubs, 4 different bars and clubs during that night, And at the last club and bar, they was like, hey, you're on your own. Get back to your hotel. Do whatever you want, right? Fellas, this is good news. I think all the guys ended up meeting somebody that night for that activity. So yeah, I'll put a link to that. Yeah, that's Athens, Greece. So and I woke up the next day, got on the boat, we sailed. Who was next? Let me pause that. Yeah. Okay, next, I believe, if I remember correctly, is Izmir, Turkey, or Turkey as it's now known. We got into Turkey. It was very early in the morning. I think I watched the sunrise. Yeah, it was a nice. The skyline looked very pretty. It was a very nice city. I liked waking up and then, seeing us dock and stuff, seeing us pull in. Finally got to see a ship do that for the first time. Sorry guys, I'm really thirsty. But yeah, so we got off the boat. I didn't eat anything in Turkey. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't really see anything that looked appealing, honestly. And I did some tour with Norwegian, where we went to a museum. We saw a bunch of different artifacts, a bunch of different old, relics and stuff. We went up this clock tower and we got to see a view of like the skyline and stuff. We also saw this weird like outdoor church kind of thing, and then there was also I think a cemetery next to it and whatnot. But yeah, it had some kind of significance. I didn't really care. I mean, I don't really care too much about history. I didn't at that time, so I didn't pay too much attention to that. But yeah, the tour was pretty cool. It was really hot in Turkey, oddly enough. You'd think it'd be cold for some reason, but it was really hot. Anyway, yeah, overall, Turkey was kind of boring, honestly. I didn't speak to any locals. I didn't really just wander and stuff. I just did the excursion and then got back on the boat. So, yeah. I'm almost out of this body armor stuff. It's not a promo. I like this stuff. Anyway. Next port was, well, the name will be in the title because I can't remember it off the top of my head. But was it? Yeah, it was Rhodes. Yeah. So, yeah, I went in Rhodes, walked around for a little bit. Obviously, you see the castle. There was like a castle or a fort kind of thing protecting the city, so to speak. And you walk through the little gates, and it's like the area is through the castle. You gotta like navigate through the castle and stuff. Obviously, if you know anything about history, that's to fool your enemies and confuse them and stuff, all that. So that was there. We saw a little beach. It was very small, very small. Again, I didn't really venture too far out into the city. I was a little afraid, so I didn't do that. I did manage to grab a bite to eat and something to drink. I tried some gyros, gyros as you know them, but they're pronounced gyros in Greece, and they were very delicious. The bread was pretty thin, and the chicken had a little more salt on it and stuff. So as opposed to here in America. Yeah, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it about Rhodes. So yeah, I believe Mykonos is the third port that we went to. Here I did a little walking tour where you saw like the highlights of the city and stuff. It was fairly chilly in Mykonos, oddly enough. It's because Mykonos is kind of like a desert. Anybody who's ever been out to the desert you know, it gets chilly at night, but then warm during the day. So, and if it's very windy, you know, it's kind of chilly in the desert, despite what the sun may lead off. Anyway, we did a little walking tour. We got to see, what was it? I think it was Little Italy or Little Dutch, somewhere along the beach that we saw. You got to see a little version of Italy or something. We got to see the tower with the little towers with the windmills and whatnot. I think those were pretty cool. Those were really cool, actually. Um, what else did we get to see? Yeah, there was a little beach again near the port and stuff. I didn't eat anything. I was really tired when I got to Mykonos. Um, and I think they had a law there that all the tops of the houses have to be painted with like white tops, either white tops or blue tops. It was weird. It was, you know, something different or something new. But yeah, I'll probably be going back soon. But I heard there were a lot of beach clubs, and Mykonos is a really like crazy party place. I didn't experience any of that while I was there, unfortunately. So, but the next time I go, I'll probably do that. So, yeah. Okay, so the next place is Argostoli. So, what did we do there? Oh, yeah, we hopped on a bus, and again, they took us around certain places and this, that, and the third. We got to take some pictures, get off the bus, look at some things and whatnot. I don't remember much. All I remember is they took us to the excursion I did. They had us, you know, we went to a cave, basically. Yeah, and the cave is really beautiful. It's amazing. And the guy, and you know, I'm sitting on the boat and I'm kind of nervous because I can't swim. And the guy, he just starts shaking the boat to scare me. I'm like, why would you do that? Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, we got to see a cave. We got to see inside the cave. Somebody shouted. There was an echo and whatnot. The water was very pretty. You got to see the stalagmites or stalactites. I don't know the difference. I don't know the name, but yeah, we got to see all of that stuff. And then we got to chill on the beach or chill along some boardwalk and eat some snacks, which they were okay. Greek snacks aren't really that good, honestly. Like the little mini things, the little mini square things, or little tomatoes or whatever they give you. Greek snacks aren't good. The meals are good, but the little snacks and stuff, no, they're not that good. Anyway, yeah, that's it for Argostoli. This is the second to last port. It was port number 5 or 6 or something. Yeah. Excuse me. It was Corfus, Greece. It's very beautiful in Corfus. There's a lot of little beaches there and a lot of little excursions. My only regret, there was a catamaran shore excursion that I did not do. I highly regret not doing that. If I do go back, I will definitely sign up for that. But otherwise, this was the one where I did the Kumquat tour. So we got on the bus, right? We drove around, looked at some spots, took some pictures, this, that, and the third. You know, it was pretty cool. And then the bus, you know, we went up a mountain, saw some views from the mountain and stuff. So that was really cool. We also got to go to like a distillery, a winery, or so to speak, where they make liquor and stuff. Yeah, and kumquat, I think it's like a fruit or some vegetable or something. I forgot what it was. But the liquor that they have there is really good, right? It's orange, it's delicious, it's not too sweet, not too bitter. The 20% alcohol bottles are very good. I should have brought some back, but I did not. The 40% alcohol bottles, they're a little bit strong for me. I'm a lightweight, but they're a little bit strong for me. So I didn't really take too keen to those. I did buy some soda and some juice, and I drank that, and it was really good. I'll mention this in the next video, but about the juice. But yeah, that's what we did in Corfus, Greece. Then I went back to the boat. I was really tired here because I did not get any sleep the night before. We were drinking, we were getting lit pretty much the whole night. Then we went to the 24-hour restaurant on the boat and had more fun. So yeah, I didn't sleep much, but I did take pictures. So yeah. All right, so the last place we went to was everybody's favorite, the one you probably hear about, the one you've probably seen pictures from, was Santorini. Oh my God. This place is very, very beautiful. It's so peaceful too. When you get to Santorini, you got to take a tender boat, which is just a smaller boat, to get to the island. They don't have a ship port, so you got to take a smaller boat. And there's two parts of Santorini. The one that all of you will probably want to visit is Oya. So when you get to the little port in Santorini, your small boat docks, you have to take another boat to Oya. That's like on the other side of Santorini and stuff. Or not the other side, just you have to take a boat to another part, which is called Oya. That is the place where if you want pictures with the blue rooftops, that is where you need to go if you're in Santorini. Keep that in mind. It's Oya. Just know it's Oya. It starts with an O. The other place, this is where you start out at if you get to Santorini, is Fira. All you have to do is just go up the hill and you'll be in Fira very easily. I saw the hill. I ran track in high school, 1 year in college, and I did cross country in college. I saw the hill. I was like, I am not walking up that thing. And, I probably could have made it, but in that Santorini sunlight, and I'm like, I only got one little water bottle. You got donkeys you got donkeys walking up past you. There's donkey poop on the ground. I'm like, I'm not walking up this hill. I will die. I promise you, I will die. So I paid $10, 10 euros, and this guy was like, yeah, just get on a donkey. They'll lead you up. And yeah, I was riding the donkey all the way up. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm very corny. You'll see that as time goes on. But as I rode the donkey up, I was terrified. It was a terrifying experience because as you're going up the hill, there's like these low bars, and these bars are like 1 foot, 2 foot tall. And I kept thinking to myself, this donkey could just at any moment just say, what, I've had enough of this. I'm sick of this, and just decide, ooh, and just jump over. That was the terrifying part for me. Also, I kept trying to tell the donkey what to do, but I realized the donkeys speak Greek. They don't speak English, so I kept trying to tell it what to do, and it wouldn't do anything. But just be prepared. We did make it up safe. Obviously, I'm alive, no scars, and the donkeys are very ignorant, I want to say. They're asses. I wasn't gonna make the joke, but I made it. They're asses. But it's like you pay your money and then you get on the donkey and the donkey just walks. There's no direction, there's nothing. It's just the donkey just walks. Terrifying. I mean, you got other people and this and the third, and then some donkeys, they stop to eat, some stop to poop and stuff and all that, whatnot. So, yeah. What else? When I got to the top, I was finally in fear. I just walked around, honestly. I saw a bunch of restaurants. I saw a few houses and hotels and this, that, and the third. I also saw a little marketplace. It was interesting to see that at the marketplace that it was like a city vibe, but there were no tall buildings, so to speak. Like, it was very populated, but there were no tall buildings. So I thought that was really interesting. I ended up buying some Greek wine. Listen, I don't normally drink wine when I'm here because when I go to restaurants and stuff. But that Greek wine, that was the best thing that I have ever drank. I promise you, best wine. And it got you a little drunk too. It was weird. Anyway, after that, I went to a restaurant, had some grape soda, tried some juice. Right, a friend of mine took some pictures of me. Was able to pose. Finally, be a model like I am. Be a little model. Anyway. Yeah, the juice, oh my God, I'd kill somebody for that juice. Again, oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, that grapefruit soda juice was the best thing, one of the best things I ever had. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I had some octopus with like some vegetables and stuff. That was strangely enough, that was pretty good. I thought it would be bad or taste kind of weird, but no, it interested my taste buds quite a bit, I was thinking maybe I should have got the chicken or steak or something, but no, the octopus, that it's at the restaurant at the bottom of the hill. It's when you first get to Santorini, your tender port first docks. But anyway, yeah, it was really good. As I was leaving Santorini, I'm still at the top of the hill. I bought a Greek helmet, and I decided, you know what? There's a lot of views on this hill, and I'm in shade. I can go down this hill. I can't go up it. I can go down this hill though. So I was like, you know what? As I go down this hill, I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures. Me and my Greek helmet. You know what I'm saying? They gave you a little knife too, a little plastic knife and whatnot. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna flick it up. I'm gonna pose. I'm gonna Spartans. You know, I'm gonna be a Greek warrior. I'm gonna be Spartacus, Achilles. I'm gonna be Socrates. I'm gonna be all of them in one, right? I'm gonna be all of these Greek warriors on this hill. Views from the general's helmet. Anyway, yeah. So after that, I made it down the hill. That's when I ate the octopus and stuff. It was really good. Had some pineapple juice. I tell you, the juice in Greece, oddly enough, is so delicious. It's the best thing I've ever had. Some of the best juices you could ever drink. I don't know how or why. That might be why the wines are so good, because of the fruits and the juices and anyway. But yeah, so that is Santorini. I realized this section was really long, so sorry about that. Overall, the ports in Greece, I would say if you're a young person, don't really book like the excursions with Norwegian if you can't help it. Unless you're in a big group. If you're in a big group, yeah, do that. But if it's just like 3 or 4 or 5 of you that are going, or you meet some people, some friends and stuff, yeah, just it's been me as a solo traveler. What I should have did was I need to start editing these little pauses out. Anyway, if you're in a group of 3, 4, or 5 people, or you're a solo traveler like me, just find like a car, you know, when, like somebody there is at the gate saying, hey, you want to go around town, this and the third. You know, just give them like 50, 60 euros, maybe 100 euros. It might be 350 euros for the car, and then you split that with 5 people. 70 euros, they'll take you around and stuff, show you around and this, that, and the third and whatnot. So that's what I should have done. Also, any shore excursion that says catamaran, you want to get on that. If you're a young person, you definitely want to get on that, because that'll be a little more intimate. It'll be like the cruise ship, but a little more intimate. There'll be people your age, people, you know, that you might like, people that you might want to hang around, all of that kind of stuff. So anything catamaran, and then anything, yeah, just walk off the boat and then find a car and go around town if you can. Also, the walking tours are good. And lastly, any shore excursions that don't take up the whole day, that's what you really want. Because that way you, half the time you spend looking around the port and city and stuff with a guide. The other half of the time you can go off and explore and stuff. Ideally less than half, you know. If you're there for 8 hours, you don't want to be there. You don't want an excursion that's 4 hours or 5 hours. You don't want that's 3 hours or less. Ideally. 5 max, but 3 is ideal. So keep that in mind.